Thanksgiving is less than 2 weeks away, and as families reflect on all they have to be thankful for, some parents may be struggling because their kids don't seem all that grateful. So what can be done to change that? Dr. Willough Jenkins, a pediatric psychiatrist from Rady Children's Hospital, is here with some advice. Thank you for joining us. You always do for this. Yeah. And I really love these segments. So first off, we're talking about kids and gratitude. Now, generationally, is there an issue with these kids being less grateful than previous generations?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like my parents thought I was the most ungrateful child too. Sure. And around the holidays, it just gets amplified because we're cooking, we're cleaning, we're trying to get presents, and we're looking at our kids and they're playing video games. So you really can feel that way.
And hopefully all parents can do that, reflect, okay, well, who was I as a kid? And just project that on there a little bit. Now, but getting into it and teaching them these lessons, why is gratitude so important for mental health for children?
Yeah, gratitude is such an important skill to learn, and it can be taught. And the reason is that it's so important is it really helps reduce the child's risk of depression, anxiety. They can tolerate stress better, they're more resilient, and they generally express more positive emotions. That's all amazing and comes from just this practice of gratitude.
So how do we get there? How do we start instilling in them practices to develop gratitude?
Well, I think the first thing is let's start with the basics. Children need to feel safe. They need to feel connected. They need to feel well rested, because a child who's not regulated, they're not going to be able to express gratitude. So once you establish that the baseline's a good routine, your child's getting enough sleep, then you can start to fold in some gratitude practices.
What about the messages we're sending with how we try to help them cope with the world or anxiety by buying them things, just more and more material things to solve whatever sadness parents perceive is there?
Oh, I think we all fall victim to this. I know I've certainly been on Amazon while at work, but I think the best is to try to remember that we need to not fall to the instant gratification and children just having things appear before them. We have to teach them patience so that things come with time. So adding things to a list is a key one, or having them work towards something, do X, Y, and Z, and then you may have this. And it's such an important skill. It's really hard to resist though, especially in this day and age.
Delayed gratification, that's an issue it doesn't matter how old you are. People, something bright and shiny and they want it. Hard to hold off if they can.
Very hard.
Now, we're teaching them with these different structural things. Should we be telling them this? Should we be having conversations about gratitude and what it means?
Yes, I think it's super important, especially as adults. We can model it. We can verbally say what we're grateful about. We might think it in our heads, but say it out loud so your children can hear. And then one really easy way to start a gratitude practice is just to ask your child, what's something good that's happened today? A lot of families do it around the dinner table or just before bed, and just that simple thing can start bringing that open expression of gratitude into your house.
So that's just an exercise everyone can take part in.
Everyone should.
We used to have roses and thorns at mealtime, just talking about your rose of the day, your thorns, just to reiterate what you've been through.
Yeah, exactly, same thing.
Okay, so how does helping at home build gratitude in these kids? Does it really work?
It does, and this is the conversation kids don't want to hear. Because yes, chores are super important, because with responsibility, you build appreciation, and from appreciation, you get to gratitude. Because instead of kids feeling, oh, things just appear before me, dinner just appears, they realize, oh, I help and I contribute. And that's how you end up in a place of feeling grateful for what happens at home.
And I guess one thing to take out of that is it can be a self-serving motivation for the kids. They know if I do X, Y, and Z, I get this, etc. What about outside the home? Is something like volunteering, doing that with them, is that a good example to teach them about gratitude?
I think it's incredibly helpful, because then you pair something that they're seeing, like maybe food insecurity is a big one right now, and then you pair it with an action. We're helping with the food drive, we're collecting food, we're donating. And that's such a helpful way to expose children to things with compassion, not them feeling shame or guilt for what they have, which commonly can happen. And
also you're just doing something because it's the right thing to do. And that's an important lesson these days.
Very important lesson these days.
There's a lot of things out there that don't tell kids that that's the right thing to do. Dr. Willough Jenkins, thank you so much for your time. We're grateful to have you join us every month. It's very important. We thank you for it.
Thank you.
All right.